The message reached me at 700 feet below the Arctic ice. No voices. Just words glowing on the screen in the control room. Your son is in the ER. The mayor's son beat him to death. The police chief is escorting him to the airport. The water pressed around us like a tomb. My chest stayed still, but inside, something split open and bled cold. The captain summoned me to the con. His voice was sharp, but his eyes flickered when he saw my face. We've received a Priority 1 directive from the Pentagon. Surface. An F-35 is waiting for you on the ice. The submarine groaned as we rose through the frozen dark. My son's blood had already soaked through the words. On the flight home, I replayed every moment I hadn't been there. Every laugh I'd missed. Every bruise I hadn't noticed. But the words gnawed deeper. The mayor's son. Not just a beating, not just a death. A political shield wrapped around a murderer. A father's position protecting his child while mine lay broken. When I landed, I didn't go to the hospital first. I went home. My wife was waiting. Her eyes were red, but not from grief. From something else. Fear. I asked only once. Who knew where he would be? She hesitated. Too long. And in hesitation, there's always truth. She whispered, "Don't do this. Please, you don't understand." But I did. Her silence explained everything. She wasn't just mourning. She was complicit. I buried my rage beneath discipline. Years of covert work had trained me in patience. I began to trace it quietly. The phone records, the messages, my wife's connection to the mayor's office that she had never spoken about. Dinner receipts in her name, late nights explained away as friends. But I saw his name appear again and again. The mayor. And beneath it all, the line I couldn't shake. Don't do this. I visited the hospital at dawn. My son was unrecognizable. Tubes, wires, machines keeping rhythm his body could not. His hand was still warm when I held it, but I knew warmth doesn't mean life. I looked at him and I promised, I'll know everything. That night, I placed a recorder under the passenger seat of her car. No confrontation, no noise, just listening. The next day, she drove. She called. Her voice changed when she spoke to him. Soft, careful, guilty. She said the name I already knew. The recording played in our bedroom, her voice breaking the walls I thought we'd built together. He knows. He'll find out. I can't cover this anymore. Then his voice, muffled but clear enough. Stay calm. Silence followed, heavy, final. I stopped the recording. She entered the room minutes later, smiled faintly, as if routine could survive betrayal. But when she saw the device on the nightstand, her smile fractured. I said nothing. I didn't need to. Her hands shook. She whispered, "Please." I cut her off. "How long?" Her breath caught. Then the truth spilled, quiet but devastating. Years, meetings, promises. And the mayor's son, his son, my son's killer, protected not just by politics, but by blood. Not mine. The next evening, I invited them both to the house, the mayor and his son. My wife sat at the table, pale, eyes wide with dread. I placed the envelope down between us. Inside, the DNA results. Proof my boy wasn't mine. Proof of her affair. I slid it toward the mayor. He opened it, his face drained, lips tightening, eyes darting to his son. My wife wept into her hands. I stayed silent. Silence is heavier than shouting. It makes the guilty collapse under their own weight. The mayor stammered, tried to explain, but no explanation could reach me. I looked at his son, the boy who had beaten mine into death. I leaned forward, voice flat, steady. You killed your brother. His eyes widened, the truth crashing through him like ice water. And then I stood, leaving them there, broken in their own shame. My son died 2 days later. Machines fell silent. His hand grew cold in mine. I buried him alone. No wife at my side, no family to comfort. Just soil, stone, and silence. The mayor's family unraveled. Scandal tore through them when the truth surfaced. His son became both murderer and bastard. His wife vanished from the public eye. And mine? She begged, pleaded, screamed. I gave her nothing, not even anger, only distance. Because anger ties you to them. Silence frees you. Now I walk empty streets, carrying the weight like armor. Not grief, not loss, clarity. They thought betrayal would break me. It carved me into something sharper, something they can never touch again.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Subscribe now to Cheating Stories Insight World for more amazing stories.